Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Great League Remix, and let's see what team we're going to be running with today. Let's see. We got the Shadow Steelix here paired with the Mantine and the Ferrothorn in the back. So if they switch out into the Annihilate, we're going to switch out immediately into the Mantine, as this has a great matchup. We are able to tank this Ice Punch very easily, and then we're going to farm up just a little bit more, and then we're going to throw this Aerial Ace once we have two ready. If they want a shield here, we do have another Aerial Ace for them, so they decide to just let it go. Now they come back in with their Pidgeot. Pidgeot here is going to have to tank a Ice Beam, so we do get the Ice Beam to go off, and now we have this Mantine to soak up this Brave Bird. They go for the Brave Bird, interesting. And then they switch out immediately into the Greninja. Greninja here is going to have to deal with the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is going to be able to resist their fast moves, and you can see right there they can only throw Night Slash, which is only neutral damage. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. That was a alignment game. We just had a good team against their entire team, and everything lined up just perfectly fine. So we do got the Ferrothorn and the Mantine kind of protecting the Steelix. We do unfortunately run into the Annihilate. We switch out into our Mantine. They switch right out into their Steelix here. Their Steelix does go for the Psychic Fang immediately, so we're going to be debuffed with our defense. Here we unfortunately only have Ice Beam for this Steelix, but at least it's some good neutral damage. We're going to have to take another Psychic Fang here. We do survive it, and it allows us to get to another Ice Beam here. Another Ice Beam takes it into the low red, and now we're just going to come back in with our Steelix to farm down. So far, they've only revealed that they have Psychic Fang and potentially Crunch, but we're not gonna find out because they're gonna be fainting. Now we're gonna be met with the Annihilate. We go for the Psychic Fang. Good damage right there, considering Psychic Fang isn't the strongest thing. However, it allows us to get to another Psychic Fang here. We do get the shield from our opponent, and that was a double debuff, and now we have the Mantine versus our Ferrothorn. We do have the Thunder for this purpose. Ooh, our opponent ends up only having the Bubble Beam on their Mantine, so this is going to allow us to just go for a straight Thunder, because they're not going to be able to outpace us at that point. So you can see right there, one Thunder debuff doesn't quite take out the Mantine, and now we just have a situation where we are going to have to shield this Bubble Beam, but we do have a lot of energy. We're looking for the farm down. We do get the farm down. Now we have two Power Whips for this Annihilate. One Power Whip goes through. Our opponent does have a move ready, so we're going to be able to use this shield correctly, and then we're going to have to go for another Power Whip. Does the debuff Power Whip take out the Annihilate from this range? Yes, it does. So GG's to our opponent, able to wiggle out of that situation. That was off of a Annihilate from the lead, I believe. So nice little comeback right there. We do have the Water and Fighting weakness that we have to protect, so that's why we have these two here. Okay, another unfortunate situation. We have the Quagsire, and now we're going to have to switch out into the Mantine. Mantine here is going to tank the Stone Edge. They come back in with their own Mantine, so this is unfortunately unbeatable as long as they shield. If they do decide to use the shield, we're going to go for two Ice Beams here. Doesn't quite take out the Mantine. We do force some energy though, so that's good. We get them to use some Aerial Ace energy, and then we're going to come back in with our Steelix here, looking for the farm down. They do have enough energy for potential Water Pulse, so there you go right there. So that was played perfectly by them. They were able to maintain alignment and throw a Water Pulse right at the last second. Here we know that this Quagsire is trying to throw a move. We were trying to switch there, but unfortunately didn't quite get it through. We're going to try to catch this next move here. Now, unfortunately they snipe our energy again, and then we're just going to have to play this endgame 2 shields down. Go for this Psychic Fang here. We do get a shield back, which is nice, but they actually end up having the Annihilate in the back. Annihilate in the back here, not necessarily good for our Ferrothorn, but we do get it debuffed. We have to get to 2 Power Whips at this point, but all they have to do is go for the Shadow Ball, and they do get to 1 Shadow Ball, getting us so low that we're not going to be able to get to another Power Whip. This is going to get shielded most likely. They're going to farm down, and GG's to our opponent. Unable to win that backlane. If we were able to catch a move in that end game there, potentially we had a chance because we would have been able to save a shield for the Annihilate. But on to the next game. Here we go. We got the Shadow Victory Bell versus the Shadow Steelix here. We're going to try to get to this Psychic Fang immediately, but they are going to be able to throw a move. This Elite Blade here would be pretty impactful, so we do decide to shield. They also decide to shield as well, and then they switch out into their Tentacruel. Tentacruel here, luckily we have the Ferrothorn for this, otherwise it would have been pretty decent against our team here. So we're just going to go for this Thunder. They did decide to go for the Acid Spray. We're going to go for the huge Thunder damage. And now we know that we can survive the next move here. So we're going to allow this one to go through. A Scold here, even though we're debuffed, doesn't quite do enough. Here, we're going to try to power up a good amount of energy. And we're going to go for this Power Whip to either take out this Tentacruel or get the last shield. They decided to just let it go. We see another Victory Bell. Victory Bell here is going to have to tank this Power Whip, which they do. Now we have a decision here. What do we think is in the back protecting this Victory Bell? So we're just gonna, we're gonna go into our Steelix. They switch out into the Diggersby, and then we're gonna switch out into the Mantine. So we did make the right decision. This Diggersby is only gonna be able to throw this Scorching Sand. So the fact that they're throwing Scorching Sand tells me that they probably only have Fire Punch and Scorching Sand. But let's see if we get faked out here. We're going to shield here just in case. So it was only a Scorching Sand. So we do use our last shield inefficiently. But I think we should still be okay because they don't seem to have the Hyper Beam. It seems to be the Fire Punch. So we're going to have enough energy to throw this Aero Ace right back at this Victory Bell. And they're going to throw a move here. Let's see what it's going to be. There's the Fire Punch exactly. So makes sense. They just didn't have any answer to our Mantine in the back with their Diggersby, so we were able to win that game. So nice job by us, and GG's to our opponent. Let's see if we can end up on a good note here. So so far, even off of bad leads, we've been able to come back. So here we go, Mirror Steelix here, and this is also a tricky situation because we want to see what our opponent has, but they do try to catch a move, and it ends up being the Psychic Fang. So we did throw the Psychic Fang right against their Poliwrath, which is good for us. Now we're just going to go for our Mantine here. This is going to get a shield from our opponent. Okay, interesting. The fact that they're trying to win this is very interesting. The fact that they're debuffed as well. So we're going to apply the pressure again, going for another Aero Ace. Aero Ace is definitely going to take it out at this range. And they did invest a shield out of that. So we do come out of that situation up a shield. And now they have the energy to throw back at our Mantine here. So they have Breaking Swipe Steelix. Breaking Swipe Steelix is interesting as they're looking for the debuffs. We are able to survive that Breaking Swipe right there. The Breaking Swipe allows us to do the Aero Ace chip damage. And then now we know that they have Breaking Swipe. So we're just going to go for the Crunch. And they do have a Sableye in the back. So Sableye here is going to have to tank a Crunch, I believe. Let's see if they end up shielding here. Okay, they do let it go. And now we have the Ferrothorn 2 shields trying to win this backline here. We know that we can use this shield against this Sableye, and they realize that is GG. So well played by us. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.